like the part 2 of my last video because, oh my god, I ate so hard that I had more thoughts after the fact. Like, I literally watched my video. I rode to my tree and I literally watched, well, I listened to the video as I was coming this way. Neither here nor there. But, I realized I literally used to tell people, like, I never have a crush. I never have a crush. I never have a crush. Well, or I never get the chance to crush on other people because people usually crush on me before I can crush on them. And it's not even a matter of crushing on them. Like, I never truly have a crush majority of the time. Like, a lot of my relationships happen from me deciding, okay, I'm going to choose this person. Not me feeling like, okay, I kind of like this person. Like, it's never been a matter of that. And I'm also realizing that because of this, or because of my patterns in relationship, I kind of don't know how to allow people to, like, be there for me in a romantic sense. Like, when it comes to friendships, okay, but I don't have, like, too much experience with allowing people that I'm romantically talking to be there for me. I actually don't have any experience. I'm thinking about, I have no experience at all. Like, because I feel like even if I go to them and express how I felt, it wasn't it wasn't something that I could feel was truly understood on their end. Or it just, I always feel like, oh, this is just with people in general, outside of my friends, but, like, literally outside of my friends. They're the only people at this point in time that get it. But I feel like I'm so used to trying to explain myself to people and me still sensing the disconnect. Like, I feel like I just got all that off my chest and people still they're not grasping onto stuff. They're not getting it. They're not understanding. So, I don't know, y'all. And that's crazy because oh my god, it's been so hard to analyze my love life. Like, I never understood where I would go wrong. Like, and I feel like I'm feeling like it's all coming to me at once, especially with that last video I literally just created. I feel like I unlocked some shit that I never paid attention to. People might be like, I don't know, because I'm always trying to think of, like, the people that might fight against the things I'm saying. Like, somebody might feel as though, girl, how can you not tell that somebody's not, pleasing you as a person? But I grew up as a people pleaser. That's how. I literally grew up as a people pleaser, and I'm breaking out of my people pleasing ways. And I feel like because of that, like, it's truly helping me see. It's truly helping me understand. I don't want to live like that. And I feel like friendships were easier for me to grasp onto because I literally look at my friendships in the same way that I look at my sibling relationship. Like, when it comes to my siblings, I love them to death. I protect them with everything in me. But am I a people pleaser? Absolutely not. Can I go up to them and tell them some shit and be like, you out of fucking line? Absolutely. Like, oh my god, my friendship relationships are, like, the most secure thing right now. Well, outside of my relationship with myself, like, it's something that is so secure. And then usually your relationship with, like, romantic people kind of tie into your parental relationships. And girl, I'm not really fucking with either of the rents right now, so that could truly play a part. Well, it does play a part in the way that I view love. And, I've never truly just had that representation. Like, the only representation I had was my granny and my grandfather. But even then, that was weird. And I'm going to be 100% honest. Like, they were married, but she did not accept affection from my grandfather. And it's kind of making sense in my head. It is, because that's honestly probably the only representation that I've seen of a married couple. Like, my mama and my daddy wasn't fucking with each other. And then even their relationships with other people outside of each other, all chaos, all chaotic, all crazy ass shit. All things toxic. So that was the only thing that was mirrored to me, literally. So now I'm starting to see why it could seem like it's so hard to accept. Oh my gosh, I feel like things are unlocking within me right now. I can see why it's so hard to accept certain things like that. Like, I can see why it's so hard to just receive that emotional support, because I'm not going to say that my grandfather didn't give my granny emotional support, but I've never seen it. But at the same time, I've seen him try to, like, be affectionate with her, and she was just like, my granny is not really affectionate as a person, but she's a loving person. And it's all so weird. And I could say I wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I could say all of that, but girl, I'm too old to be wishing and shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Like, what can I do for myself to bring myself out of that? So I'm literally paying attention finally to all the patterns that were placed in front of me. I'm literally being able to see all the disconnects, and to see where everything, I guess, went wrong for my life, where everything didn't make sense for my personal life. So now it's a matter of, damn, since I haven't been able to be an emotional, oh my gosh, I am really like paying attention to a lot, because not only did my granny and my grandfather have that, connection between each other, like they had a connection, but they didn't have like an affectionate connection. And because they didn't have that, another thing was my grandfather was always sick. So all I've ever seen was my grandmother take care of my grandfather. And it's not like he never helped provide, but it was like he couldn't do much. He was sick as fuck. He was literally sick as fuck for like not as long as I knew him, but for like a long time, like majority of the time that I knew him. He was more sick than anything. He was more enabled than anything. So like it truly switches my whole perspective, because I'm kind of like living life through them, and I don't want to have to operate that way, because I don't feel like I deserve that. Like, that's not my story. That wasn't the story that was meant for me to go by. So I feel like, damn, maybe I am over here taking care of people who are enabled. I am over here, doing all I can and pouring all I can into people who can't do much for themselves. We got to break that pattern. We have to. It's so crazy, because I've never been able to come to a conclusion. Like, every time I try to sit and think about my relationships, like, oh my gosh, it just be so crazy to me. Like, I literally get blockage in my brain trying to think about it. So like I'm a little baffled right now that I'm able to make connections and I'm able to see, because a lot of the times I actually never, I don't know, I could never see the connection between, my relationship and then like my mom and her relationship. Like, I never seen the connection between that. And I've seen some connections between the way that my father treats women, but I feel like I'm already grown out of that. Like, I've already learned my lessons from that. I've already moved past that. So I feel like it doesn't really resonate with me anymore. And then I began to see in different ways how I could show up as my mother in relationships. Like, when there's a conflict, like, I could see the way that I handle things, the way that I'm avoidant, the way that I, ignore people when they're trying to, communicate with me, the way I just be like, oh girl, I don't want to hear that, not right now, I'm not feeling it, I don't have nothing to say, if you want to argue, baby, we can't talk. Like, I'm literally so used to seeing shit like that. But I've also grown out of it. Like, I've also been able to, have those deep talks with myself and have those reflections to tell myself, like, it's not what we want. Like, you're saying you don't want to be like these people. We have to do the work to make sure we're not like these people, But then there's the relationship with my granny and my grandfather. And I never really paid attention to the fact that that could actually have an impact on me. But that's like the most consistent relationship I've ever seen. Literally. So they were together as long as my mother I was about to say has been alive, but my grandfather is dead now. So I don't remember when he died. I don't remember how old she was when he died. But I know I was 11 when he died. So, okay, she was like 32. Did the math. Like 32, 33. So they was together for like 32, 33 years. So that's been a mirror. That's been like something that I've been shown, or that's been reflected to me for 11 years of my life. And that's longer than my mom has been with any man that I've seen her with. Longer than my father has been with any man, any woman, my bad, that I've seen him with. Longer than I've ever seen my parents even interact. Like, so that's the model for me. That's like what I seen. That's what I was picking up from, and I never paid attention to that. I'm just doing it like in a different way. Like, I'm not physically taking care of men. Well, I guarantee if I had it all back then, I would be physically taking care of those niggas. But meaning, since I didn't have everything physically to, help take care of them, I was providing emotionally. And I'm at a point where I don't have anything to give if you don't have anything to return. Like, I can't just overpour myself. Not even overpour. I can't just keep filling your fucking cup and I'm sitting over here depleted and ready to leave. Like, every time I've gotten to a breakup, like, I've had to do some deep assessment. I've had to do some deep shit to make sure I could, like, function for the next person. So I can make sure I'm not going ballistic on people. Like, I can make sure I'm actually, and even if I don't fully heal or fully process everything, there's always some shit that I have to make sure, okay, babe, next relationship, we're gonna have to move different. Like, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna slide. And it's so crazy. That is so crazy. I literally did not expect to come and sit on this fucking bench and come to that realization. Oh my God. It is crazy as fuck. Because I definitely felt, some sadness for myself. Even listening to that video, I'm like, damn, like, I really was not pouring into myself. I really was not allowing myself. Damn, I truly was not allowing myself to receive things. I was not allowing myself to truly, gain something. Because it was like, I could say physically and emotionally. Emotionally especially, like, I feel like nobody has been able to, provide anything emotionally for me as a person. Like, my parents themselves can't do anything like that. So the fact that I'm sitting over here becoming people's breakthroughs, like the fact that I'm sitting over here changing people's lives and they're just using the fuck out of the shit that I'm pouring into them. And then I'm a person that loves to evolve. I'm a person that loves to learn, that loves to continue to grow, that loves to heal from things, that loves to not have to, sit with this weight on their chest. And I'm trying to help other people and they can't help me in the slightest. Like, that gotta be done for. No, it is done for sure. That's not something I want to continue. That's not something I want to even put myself into. I feel like if it has to come to that point, bitch, leave me single. I will be okay. Me and my friends, I swear to God, I'll be okay with the friends I got. I will be okay, I promise. I never want to overpour into people and not receive anything in return and just be depleted, Never. And you have to understand, when they say nothing in life is free, they wasn't fucking lying. Nothing in life is free. You're sitting over here thinking you're offering this free expression of yourself, offering this free, I don't know, like, energy to people. But in return, you're killing yourself. In return, you're losing yourself. In return, you can't see yourself anymore. And I'm done. I'm done. I never want to be in another relationship, another connection, or nothing where I just lose sight of myself. Never. Because I don't deserve that. Especially with all the qualities I have. When I say I have so much to bring to life, there's no way I'm just letting people snatch and steal and take away from me and I'm not gaining anything in return. And they're not, pouring back into me in return. That's crazy. No. Mm, mm-mm. I'm truly like in awe right now, cause I've never realized, and I've always wondered where was I going wrong? Like, what the fuck was I doing incorrectly? And that's what the fuck it is. I wasn't thinking about myself. I wasn't allowing things to be mutual. I wasn't allowing myself to be able to receive. So now I have to learn how to receive. I don't even know how to. I have to learn how to receive. I guess I got to go off of what I do when I do for myself. Like, and things are making much more sense. Like, wow. But yeah, it's getting a little dark. Not too dark, but like I might as well start heading home because I'm a couple miles away from the house. So I'm done here. This was a great talk. I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Cause oh my god, the dream I had last night, y'all. Oh my fucking god, like it's probably what led me to this conversation that I'm having today. That dream woke me the fuck up. When I say I woke up crying, cause I'm like, oh, you read me, like fuck. But that's neither here nor there. All right, y'all. This was so lovely. Like this was truly great. I love this. I love when I can come to conclusions and instantly change my life. I never played about knowing shit and not acting on it immediately. Never. So I know I'm definitely shifting like my reality for sure. Damn. But yeah, I love y'all. Thank you for listening if you did. Hope you got something from it. Literally. I hope, girl. Please. But yeah, bye. Love you.